Zoos have been undergoing changes on a number of levels the past few decades, but perhaps the most important aspect of their care still remains the relationship between zookeepers and the amazing creatures they care for. Terry Belke takes us to the outdoors.
The life of a zookeeper, while full of rewards few can imagine, is also not an easy one. The nature of zoos is changing constantly, evolving from the old philosophy of basic maintenance to the new challenges of providing more natural habitat and enrichment for the animals in their care and leading conservation efforts. Lynn Hogle is the sea lion and otter keeper at the Buffalo Zoo. Dallas is a 760-pound male sea lion in Lynn's care. Their decade-long relationship is one based on understanding and patience.
We have I won't even call it control. We have so much cooperation with our animals. If Dallas doesn't want to interact with me, he doesn't have to. Or if he's bored, he could just say, all right, I'm done, and swim away. I mean, he's 760 pounds. There's not much I can do to force an animal that size to do anything.
Not all of the keepers are able to interact so closely with their animals, but that doesn't lessen the bonds that connect them. The gorilla keepers must keep their distance for a number of reasons, including the primate's strength and to prevent diseases that could spread from human to gorilla. But the main reason is one of utmost importance.
They're very intelligent, so it really just takes short, meaningful training sessions with them. So for them, we want them to have their bond with their troop to be greater than the bond that they have with us.
Mealtime for the gorillas is one of mental enrichment as well as physical. Keepers place a number of different food challenges in the enclosure each day. It's important stimulation that's an everyday thing in the wild.
We're the ones preparing their diet and feeding them nice buckets of food, whereas in the wild they have to get up and actively search for stuff. So we're trying to keep them, mentally stimulated, physically stimulated. It's just something to stimulate them throughout their day, keep them active.
The connection is definitely a two-way street.
It's a hard job, but we all love it. Each of our animals, they're like our kids.
We care about these animals more than anyone. We're here, they're part of our daily lives.
The ever-changing relationship between keeper and animal mirrors the evolution of zoo philosophy. It's no longer about entertainment. The stakes are much higher now. Zoos may be the last oasis for many species. Conservation and inspiration present the mission for the future.
I think you develop a good connection seeing that animal doing its thing, and zoos are one of the few places you can really still do that.
Used to be that zoos were really in it for themselves. They wanted to be the best, the first. And now it no longer happens. Everyone shares information, and it's a global community that comes together to really research and develop what is the best care for these animals.
Reporting from the Buffalo Zoo, taking you to the outdoors, I'm Terry Belke.